Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Droppers Down Under, where we are about travelling around Australia and going places that are new to us on roads less travelled.
Sometimes you'll see our fur babies, Charlie, Delilah and Bella, as we try to take them along, trying to find some great free camping spots.
Whether it is cooking on a campfire, walking the beaches, exploring the outback or staying in a van park, we will bring you along.
So if you like our content, please hit the subscribe button as it really helps our channel, and don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
Hey guys, and welcome to a special edition of Droppers Down Under. So we're currently at Timor Caves, which is in the Upper Hunter Valley. Have a nice beautiful free camping spot here, and we've been putting it off, but we thought we would finally take you through our caravan and show you what it has inside and out. We'll start with the inside. I'll go through the outside, show you all the cupboards, what it's got, suspension, all that sort of stuff. Nan will go through the inside. I'll go through some of the electrical stuff that it has, and then we'll finish off with the Ranger. I'll show you the Ranger, what we've got in the back, and what it has, you know, what it does for us. Alright, beautiful. So let's get started, eh? Okay, so we've still got it hooked up because this campsite, we're only here for 2 nights. This is second night tonight. So it's a bit of a squeeze to get in here, but we've got the DO35 coupling system. Probably the best coupling system I've ever used. I've had Treg hitches, the Mick hitch on the Simpson, normal ball hitches, and this one is by far so easy to use. Like, we just back it on, it slots into place. It's saved so many arguments having this. Obviously got the 2 chains to hook it up. Got a breakaway system which is still hooked up. We just hook it up to our ladder at the back here. Got an ARC 750 jockey wheel, drawbar tap. Now it's got Anderson and 12-pin plugs, so the Anderson supposed to keep the batteries charged on alternator, and then the 12-pin does all your lights and your fridge and all the other stuff. So you've got a couple of big mud flaps at the front, you'll notice too. They're quite good at keeping the stones off. We will eventually get a stone stomper for the back of the Ranger, but for this trip most of it's been on tarvin and a little bit of gravel this time, which is unusual for us. So going through these toolboxes here, we've got one at the top here first of all, which as you can see it's a little bit of a mess, but we keep our leveling stuff in here. Got a drill to put down the legs if we need to. Got our pegs and stuff like that for the awning when we need to peg it down. It's not very windy here, so we haven't bothered. Obviously got a hitch lock. This is for the awning, to put the awning in and out. So it actually only came with 2 4-kilo gas bottles. So in the middle here, I'll just grab this off Nan. We've actually changed it to 2 9-kilo gas bottles. They're a bit easy to fill up, a bit cheaper. They fit pretty easy. We just had to diagonal them to get them in. But other than that, it was just 2 new entry points, but they do come with straight across 2 4.5 kilo bottles, I think they were, or 4 kilo bottles, whatever that size is. So we've changed that to 9 kilo. And to give you a bit of an idea, we've used this 9 kilo for this whole trip 5 weeks away, and we haven't even gone through 1 bottle. We literally only use it for the hot water when we're off grid. So most of our other cooking's done with butane. So at the front here on the toolbox, got a nice big entry here. We've got an electric chainsaw here. It's not really up to much. Got our spare butane bottles that we use for when we're going away. A little gas lighter, which is been really handy as well. Got some citronella candles sitting in there. Be very cautious using them. I think I've told you before. We've melted the table with them. They get surprisingly hot. Got our muck mat in here, or it's a champion version, or companion version should I say. It works just as good, just a lot cheaper. So we use that one. Got a collapsible bucket in here. Our butane burner, the single burner, sits in here, as does our big cooker burner that we put in when we go away. That's lighter fluid that we've made ourselves. I might tell you one day how to make that. Just do a bit of polystyrene with some petrol. So that's that cupboard here. As we go around the front here, we've got a big tunnel boot. I'll open that up. So it's got a lighter, you just push there, lights it up. Got the same at the other side. You've got a cigarette lighter in here, as well as your USB. so we can set our phone here, charge it while we're outside. I was thinking of making that into a table so it sits flat. We put our chairs in here, both tables go in here. When we had a step, that went in here, but you probably heard about the step too, or you will in an upcoming episode, so I'll save that for you. But that's our tunnel boot. Again, just a push light. There's one at each end of it, so you can see we keep our solar panels at the other side. So that's that one. So we'll pan back a bit. This is our awning. So we're going to go through all the modifications we made to this van as well. We haven't made too many, but one of them is these clotheslines that we've put on here. Real simple to do. We measured when it was up how much we could fit, and we worked out that we could actually fit 2 clotheslines, which is 2 washing loads. So basically each washing load in our van, it's a 3 kilo washing machine, we'll fill up one of these lines so we can do 2 without too much trouble. This awning is absolutely awesome. Like, I love it. It gives so much shade, you can adjust it up and down. It's sturdy, it's strong, it's not like them Fiona ones that just rattle and blow away. We had one on my dad's caravans and it caught a bit of wind and blew up over the top of the thing and got wrecked. That was my fault. Took it and wind just come up out of nowhere. It was nice and quiet like this, all of a sudden just one gust of wind and it grabbed it. Even though it was hooked onto the van, didn't matter, it ripped it and took it over. These are so much better, so much stronger. Never had a drama with them. Yes, that's one of the mods we've done. It's up in the busy at the moment, we haven't got the pegs down. So we'll go just to the entrance here. So we've got the normal door, turns into a screen door if you wanted to. Real easy. Push them back together like that. Lift the handle, comes apart, which I might actually open up. All your windows too, they're bubble windows, which are the older style. I know a lot of them now are going for flush windows, but they're double glazed. You've got 2 thicknesses on them. They've got like 3 or 4 positions that they open to. Really good. So we've got a picnic table here, nice and easy. It's one that doesn't have locks, thank God. I hated that on the Jayco. Jayco's probably gone the same way now. It's just what they had back in 2017. But now you don't need a key to open them. There's 2 little latches, they come down, push them thing. They're good for about 30 kilos. It'll say somewhere 30 kilos max on it. And it's got a little light in it. So I don't know if you can see that under there, but there's a little light you can put on at night. It's surprising, actually, you can cook off that. So we've obviously got our little map of Australia that we've stuck on. That was from Adventure Awaits. So that's that part. You've got obviously your lights down here too. A couple of other features. So this here actually lights up at night time. Again, you may not be able to see it. Oh, you can actually. Well, I can. So that lights up purple. It's good for seeing the lock to open your thing. Your speakers actually light up too, which gives a little bit more light. And then you've also got just down there a little night light to see in and out. So these are our muck mats, or our companion mats as well, that we use to help try and keep dirt out of the van. They work to a certain extent. So one other little feature about this, I'll just straighten this up because it's gotten a bit lopsided. There we go. This is also, if I do this, electric step. So when you pull up, open your door, you just flick it over, step comes out. There's also a light under here, which if you duck down you should be able to see. So yep, beautiful. It stays on for about 30 seconds, it just turns off by itself. So it helps you see the step to climb in and out. That's quite a nifty little feature. We liked that when we first got it. Don't have to get down there anymore, pull it out, you just flick a switch and it comes out. Absolutely brilliant. So I'll talk about one of the other mods we've done here. So this is a curtain that we've put on. So this Caravan didn't actually, you can see here there's a window, even though it's very tinted, there's a window that goes down a fair way. So one of the other little things we've done is we've put a little shade down here, so a blind that we can fit. Nice and easy to fit. We just got it from Bunnings, fit it on, absolutely perfect, works well. Gives us a bit of privacy in the morning if we're getting a shower. We don't have to sort of stay in the other room. Little latch here to hold the door open. Okay, so cool. I'll turn these back off so they guarantee I'll forget if I don't. So we moved down the van. We've got 2 lights up the top, outside lights. They're controlled by the control panel inside. I'll run you through that a bit more later. There's little switches on them too, so you can have them as yellow or orange mozzie lights, but you can also have them as white. so if you want them a bit brighter, you flick them over, they'll get a lot brighter. Helps sometimes at night time. Just remember it tracks the mozzie, so generally we leave it on yellow. But that's our power point here, which we're using to currently power up our Starlink over there. We'll move around to the back. So you got your spare tyre on the back. They're not bad tyres actually, mud terrains. We've probably done 10,000 k's in it now. A few trips to Farla, been all the way at Rockhampton as we're just coming back from there now. Got a couple of jerry can holders on the back as well. So this one we put diesel in because we've installed our own diesel heater. So this here is like a 8-litre tank. We used it literally all night last night and the fuel's down to there. So that's about how much you use. It was about here. And that's about how much you use if you want to use it for 12 hours. So not too bad. We've put a, what do you call these? Dirty bag on the back of it. So originally we couldn't do that. The number plate actually sat here. So all I've done is I've moved the number plate over, bolted it onto the back, screwed through with some self-tapping screws here. Check the light, all still works. That is to put a dirty bag. We're going to get a cover on the back, and we also want to get our droppers down under, put on the back, which hopefully should be at home waiting for us. So when we get back we can peel these stickers off and put the droppers down under sticker on it. So another jerry can holder at this side. We've put water in this one, and I'm going to have to go and get my keys because these are locked. This first one's open, but the rest are locked. So I'll take you through this side. So just quickly with this one before I go and get the keys, we have it's actually called a generator box. So it's quite a big box that we keep. In here we've got our fire pit. We keep some hoses in here, the electrical, we've got some games in here. Our shade walls for the awning, they go in here as well. So there's a couple of shade walls. The front wall I've got in the front one at the moment, but it does fit in here. I also put my camp oven in here as well. So that sits in here at the back. Dog bowls for when we bring the dogs with us, they're in the back here as well. Some ropes. I use the ropes to help with the dogs so they don't run off if we're in a campsite where there's other campers around. Yeah, so cricket set in the back there. I don't know why I've got a cricket set because it's just me and you now, and we're never going to play cricket by ourselves. But yeah, spare hose there. My other hoses sit in the front. That's just a second one that I can join with the others. And I keep a few spare hose fittings in here, just in case I lose one or forget one. So you'll see I've got quite a few. They all just sit in here. And that way I pull one out. If I've left one for some reason, I can just grab a spare without too much hassle. Also got some spare ends for them in case one breaks. I can put another end on. So again, that's another spare one there, and we've got a fresh end. I keep all that stuff in there. We've got a few little, so we've got a solar extension lead here as well. That's a 10-meter extension lead, sits in here. Just a few odds and sods. That's your toilet cassette. We carry 2 of these. They hold 20 litres or 19 litres, I believe the capacity is. Close enough to 20. They run off your water tanks or off the mains water, so they don't have their own flusher tank. Brilliant. We've just had a few issues with the front corner. This one's not the one, it's the other one that's in storage at the moment. Just them breaking for some reason. We don't know why. They're not sort of under stress when they're in here. It's easy to get out. You just pull it forward like that, lock it in like that. It's just that little yellow handle, we flip it up, and then when you're walking it over, you've got a little handle to make it easy to walk it over with some wheels on the back of it. So that's it. You've got a little tank here to drain it, button at the back. So I'm sure everybody's done that before. I don't need to sort of explain too much. Okay, so that's that one. This is our gas. Obviously the cover's off at the moment because we're off grid. We're using the gas for the water tank. I've got a little cover. I usually just keep it in here. That way if I do ever forget to put it on, we're not going to lose it. So it just sits in there, and that just goes over the top of it, just protects it from dust and stuff getting into the exhaust system. That's the vent for the fridge, so you can hear the fridge working at the moment. So that works off what I call my switch B inside. When you get to the caravan park, plug switch B in, blows any hot air. If you've got the sun on this side, keeps it nice and cool inside. We've had a few places where we've been, especially at Rockhampton, where the sun was on the back wall, and it didn't seem to affect the fridge, so it still sat at like really nice and cold temperatures. Okay, so this is your 240 volt in. Apologies for the Caravan 2 hour at the end of a 5-week holiday. Hasn't had a single wash yet since we left, so it is a bit filthy. So your 240 goes in there. If you ever can't get your 240 for some reason, there's a little circuit breaker here. It's got a test button on it as well. Obviously when it's on 240, the test button will work. but just check that's in the on position. We've never really had any dramas with it. It's always just worked. Come at 240, the inverter stops working, and it works off the thing instead. Okay, so this is your shower, and you wouldn't believe it, but I've got the wrong set of keys with me, so I can't open it.
It's just
So
an
it's on the
external
other
shower.
So, but yeah, it's just a shower. You've got like a portal, like a handle that you can use to shower yourself with.
Hot and
Hot and cold tap. There's not much to it. That's that one there. So these are your water tanks. I won't open up. You've got a key there. It feeds into all 3 tanks. So we've actually got 3 water tanks on this. So they're 75 litres each. Gives us 225 litres in total. In addition to that, we've also got a grey water tank. So down here is where you empty the grey water. So it holds 75 litre grey as well. Generally we'll keep it shut up at all times. So you can see there's a red handle there. We just turn that and the water will come out. We've got a little hose that connects to this. But what I do when I'm camping off grid is I keep this water, and when we've had a fire, especially over a couple of days, it gets hot. Even when you think it's out, it's still hot on the ground. So I generally fill that up with bucket, take the bucket over, use it to put the fire out, make sure it's completely cold, so I can walk on it if I have to make sure it's safe. So that's your pressurized water. So when you're on site, you plug your water into there, and you've got pressurized water. Saves using your tanks. So under here we have got Anderson plug. So if you can see under there, that was red originally. I've just changed it over to a grey one because I got sick and tired of only being able to plug a certain lead into it. So I put it into grey. Now we're currently getting, surprisingly, even though we're back in the sun again, we're getting 108 watts off that solar panel over there. It's the only one sort of plugged in at the moment. The other one's in complete shade. And we're using a 40 amp MPPT controller. So I got that to future proofers, because in the future I'm going to get 2 400 watt panels, which will give us 800 watts. We've got 600 watts on the roof. Currently got 400 watts of portable solar, 2 blankets, or 3 blankets. We've got 1 for the car. And we've got a hard panel here, which is 240 watts. And that's a 200 watt panel behind us. It's currently getting the sun. So that way, if I plug them, if I get a 40 amp, when we go a bit higher, it'll still, it won't max out, and we can still get the full solar. With the 600 on the roof and the 400 we've got at the moment, that gives us 1000 watts. So 600 amp hours of battery power. Came with 240, but we put 2 Renogy 300 amp hour batteries in it. It's probably one of the first things we did to give us 600 amps. And on this trip, we've been off-gridding in cloud and everything. I don't think we've ever been below 70%. So I can usually get in good sun with the external solar and what's on the roof. I can usually get about 45 amps going back into the battery. And that's in winter, which is pretty good. Again, same at this side. Got a little tiny light there. Again, it's a push light, exactly the same. You've also got your USB up the top there, so if you wanted to plug a phone in on this side for some reason, you could do it there as well. Again, you just tap the light, it goes out. It's just the other side of the tunnel bit, really. This one here, I'm not sure if it's open. No, it's locked. So these are your 108 key, which is for all your toolbox. So on this side here, this is where I keep my other stuff. So that's the front shade wall that goes right across the awning. Being quite handy. I keep the spare toilet cassette in here. So this is the one we've been having dramas with, but I'm happy to report we fixed it. So it hasn't leaked since. We've used a special glue we got from BCF. Cost about 25 bucks. It's like a plastic glue. It sort of melted it, roughed it up with a bit of sandpaper, put it on. It's not the neatest job, but it's done what we need to do. It's stopped leaking. So these are about 350 bucks each, I believe, or 315 I think we got them for. These toilet cassettes, and they're not cheap, and to have it use it once, it's not that good. So this is our normal hose that we use to fill up. Just sits in there as well. That's our sewer hose that I was talking about before. Has the special connection on it. We just put it back in together. That way, if there's any sewerage smell, or I mean, you're not going to get a bad smell. It's not like there's toilet water going through. It's only grey water and never used to shower with. But any of that sitting in there, lock it in, stops the smell coming out. And that's basically the front outside cupboard. And yeah, this is the other side of your drawbar kit on this side here. So a couple little things that we do, I'll just mention them seeing as we've got the Ranger open as well. Because we've got 225 litres, and we've used this actually once from Rockhampton, which is really handy. We've got a bladder here. So we bought a bladder which are pretty self-explanatory. There's not too much to them. They're pretty easy. So, but how these work is you can put this on the back seat or at the other side. You can put 110 litres in this one. It's a 110 litre bladder. You fill it up. We've got a little tap here that we use to fill. It measures how much is going into the Caravan and to the bladder. So you put 110 litres in. You've got a little shut-off valve here. Works really well. And that way, if you run out of water at places like this, you can go back into town, fill the bladder up, bring it back, and then you can pump the water back into the tanks. So we've got a small little pump that we use that's just here. Got this off Seaflow pump off eBay. It's pretty cool. Plug it into the Anderson, it starts pumping. You just put the hose, garden hose on one end there. If you're emptying a jerry, you can just drop it in. It actually fits in the jerry cans, and it will just suck up the water through that. If you're doing it out of the bladder, you will basically take this little black thing off, and you've got another one at the other side. So you can put a hose to it, hose to that side, and you can pump it out of the bladder straight into your water tanks to fill your water tanks back up. It's been, you've got a car come through. That's like the third car today. It's been really handy. It's coming good. I advise anybody that stays off grid for long periods of time to do that. The other thing we carry is a little tap key. Helps get you into the taps. So the council, if you go on wiki camps, there's a lot of locations shows you where you can fill up with drinkable water, potable water. Sometimes they use a security lock on them, so this just allows you to turn the tap on and off. Yeah, when you're off grid. So remember to get one of them. Bunnings sell them. They're pretty handy. Yeah, that's about it for the outside of the van. I'll show you the Ranger later, because there's a few little things in here that we do, but I'll go for that later. Got our charging here and stuff like that. Hey guys, so just before I let Nain show you the inside, I was just going to give you a quick look underneath the van. So obviously you've got your drop downs as well here. So this is your grey water tank. They're all protected by checker plate. So they've got checker plate covering them. You see the exhaust there for my diesel heater that I fitted myself. And on front there, if you can see them, there's two, I'll move it in a bit further, there's two 75 litre tanks and another 75 litre tank there. They all feed in off each other. Yeah, giving you 225 litres in total. So the other thing is the suspension here, if you can see it, it's a trailing arm suspension. Got a spring on each side, and you've got two shocks on each one. The ATM of this van is 2,900 kilos, and it comes in at 2265 tar with a 229 kilo ball weight. So the ball weight can actually go up to 300 kilos. Yeah, so there you go. I think it gives us a payload of about 700 kilos, 630, something like that. I mean, it does say in the brochure, but either way, it's plenty for what we do. But yeah, so that's the underneath of the van. That's the suspension. It works quite well. We've never had any dramas. For a single axle Caravan, it actually tows really well. So we've taken this off on quite a few dirt tracks now. It's a Farlaway, one the other day, which you'll see in an upcoming episode, because we got some damage, nothing major, just to the electrical lead at the front. But yeah, so that's underneath the van. So a bit of a look at your tyres there. These here are your jacking points. So if you need to jack up and change your tyre for any reason, get a flat, something like that, this is where you jack from. So one at each side of the van. So that's your gas cock to turn your gas system off. So if you've got a gas leak inside, you can turn it off here. And then you can see there where I've put the diesel heater in. That's the line that feeds through from the back. I put it at the back with the jerry because I just thought it was easier to have it at the same side, and I didn't really want it near my gas bottles. So yeah, there you go. That's the underneath of the van. Okay, I might just show you at this side as well. So we keep our bottles locked up as well. A bit of a cheap cable I just made up. If people want to take it, they're going to take it in a way. So not much we can do to stop them, but keeps the honest people from taking it. Okay, so just at this side, you see a bit more. This is where that's where I put the diesel heater in. So I'll show you a bit more about that. It's a diesel heater we fitted ourselves. and the piping system just runs up through there. I'm going to put some protection on the back of it there where it goes around and under, just in case. But the rest of it's tucked under, and it's all sort of up under here, which makes it kind of safe. All right, I will let Noan take you through and do the inside. Your turn, babe. Okay.
Hey guys, so I'm gonna take you around the inside of the van. Craig and I have been really happy with it. Well, I have, so I'm assuming Craig is, and if he hasn't, it's tough. But so we'll start up this end. So obviously we've got the queen or double between queen bed. Yeah, it's just a bed. It's a little bit short for Craig, but he manages to push me over so he can fit his feet on it, so it's all good.
Joy's been over 6 foot tall.
Yeah. Then we've got 2 wardrobes, so Craig's and mine. They're just, so when you open them, they were just hanging. What we did was we went to Bunnings and we bought these shelves. I think they were about $12 each or something, and they just Velcro over the hanging strip. Gives us 5 shelves. I realised I bought way too many clothes on this holiday, but they all fit in. They keep it neat. I'm really happy with them. So
you're still in camping mode, that's why. You're not in van mode anymore where you've got a washing machine.
That's right, I am still in camping mode. But yeah, no, really happy with those shelves, so glad we bought them.
They fit perfect too. So them ones that we got are 300 wide.
Yeah.
And it just so happens that our cupboards are exactly 300 wide, so they fit absolutely perfectly.
Yeah. So
and as you can see, it just allows you to put everything in order. Sensational.
Because otherwise I was going to get Craig to build shelves in there anyway. So, but that just makes it so it was easier. $12, can't complain.
Yep.
So it was perfect. Then we've got the 3 overhead cupboards. Now with these overhead cupboards, we sort of really just store media stuff in it. So our computer and our drones.
So if you see us, you know where to go for all of our expensive stuff.
All in those ones.
Yeah. So a drone in there.
Yeah.
The other GoPros in there that we don't use.
There's a monitor.
Yeah, monitor. Keyboard, mouse, wireless keyboard, mouse.
That sort of stuff in there. And then this one is all the stuff that I've bought while we're away.
As you can see, that one is jam-packed.
Yeah.
A couple of Bundy bottles in there I want to get my hands on. So
yeah. And then up here we've got the 2 Sirocco fans. They've sort of been a lifesaver on these this trip. So they've been great. Because there has been places where we've camped off grid and it's been hot. Even though our air conditioner does work off grid, we tend not to use it. Yeah. Off grid, we'll just use the fans, which work great. They're awesome. Yeah.
You can run them on a timer too, so there's just 2 buttons up there for one. One has 3 different speeds
and timer,
and the other one has a timer, so you can set it for like 1, 2 and 3 hours or something, which is good. So you fall asleep with the fan on, turns itself off to save power.
So they're great.
Yeah.
Then we've
full
got
360.
Got reading lamps on both sides.
Yep.
Which are just a touch, so you just touch it, they turn on and off.
Yep.
So really handy.
Dimmable too.
Yeah, so they're really handy there.
So as it starts going out, if you just touch it again, it'll stay at that dimness.
Oh, well there you go. I didn't even know that.
That's
so
how
there you go. So,
I worked it out, baby.
And then we've got a pocket on each side, which I keep a spare phone charging cable in there, the remote for the fan, the remote for the TV sometimes if I have it in the bed. But I'll keep it in there. But generally, what I have found is I actually overnight store my phone in there. So I just hang my phone over there, and if I don't have the TV on, I can watch TV on my phone. So
nice.
Yeah, that's that. Then down here we have wireless charging, which my side's a bit filthy, but wireless charging. I still have my 2 cables plugged in as well, because there's a USB and a USB-C charger there, and then the 240 as well on both sides.
I'm actually charging the drone batteries up there, but that's your wireless charging. You can see you just put the phone on it.
Yeah.
And hopefully...
Does work.
It does work.
They work well, actually.
Oh, it's charged
It's
already.
because it's just charged.
Oh,
But
there it goes. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's saying it's 100% charged.
yeah.
So, but yeah, good. We'll put pictures up too, which are good.
Yep. Just makes it a little bit more homely. So we've just
Yeah.
chosen a whole lot of video
For Nan's glasses.
photos of our family. The windows, we've got the block out blinds as well as the fly mesh. Can travel with it up or down because they don't fly up.
Yeah, even if you like put them apart, like the old ones on our Jayco
Would just spring up.
They would spring up, whereas these will just hold in any position you want them in.
Yeah.
So, and then your windows, everyone's seen how the windows work. Do you want to? Yeah, do it with this one. We won't do it with all of them, but we'll do it with this one. You watch, it won't work or something. Something will go wrong with it. So when you hear it click, that stop as soon as it clicks.
No, it doesn't want to.
There you go. So yeah, and then you go past the click and it will reset back down.
Yeah.
Oh, a bit further. That's it. And then you can also have them ajar a little bit.
By just putting it in there.
So you put it in the little second spot and it keeps it ajar just enough to let a little bit of air circulate through.
Then down here we have got, I don't know anything about the electrical, so I'm going to
I'll go through this part here. So this one here is all for the inverter. So you've got your voltage here at 13.3. We're currently using 22.74, 21.4 watts of power. You push it again, it's using basically 1% of the inverter at the moment. Obviously, if you were to, for instance, who are off grid at the moment, if I was to put the air conditioner on.
I haven't turned the switches on.
Oh, haven't you? So down here we've got switches. Turn all them on. There we go, now it's going to work. So if I turn the air conditioner on here, and I might turn it to cool because I, 3, 2, 1, 20 degrees. Give it a second, it's going to start up. Prove me a lie now. There it goes, so the air conditioner's on now, blowing cold air. And you'll see now we're using 1.54 kilowatts. So, which if you push that is 77% of the inverter. So it works off grid. On the roof there's 600, I'll turn this off because it's probably so noisy and not necessary either. So, and literally everything works off the inverter or off mains. So when I plug into mains, a little thing comes up down the bottom here saying AC mains, which basically makes the inverter stop working. Now there's a switch here for the inverter if something goes wrong because it's under the bed. That switch there will turn off the inverter anyway. It's like an emergency stop. The batteries are under the bed as well, which are in like a compartment under the Caravan, but you access them from under the bed even though they're not in the van. Your electrical system, which I'll go through too. So like I was saying before, everything works. So the van, the fridge works off 12 volt anyway, so that's our fridge here. As you can see, it's ram jam full. We've still got some stew, which you'll see how I made that in a couple of weeks in an episode coming up. Freezer, same thing. We're pretty much out of meat now. That was ram jam packed before we left. Microwave up here, again, same thing. It just works. So even though we're off grid, everything works. So literally, your lights here, you've got the ceiling lights. The other cool thing about this is they're on green at the moment, but you've got a little remote here and you can basically change it to whatever colour you want to. We go to any colour, pretty snazzy, maybe a bit of a gimmick, but that's your lights. This is your control panel here for your 240. So these gauges, pretty much like every van, aren't very accurate. I've got to put them on that gives me a counter, but it's showing we've got 75% of our water left and our grey water 75% full. Battery's currently 90% charged and we're currently getting 2 amps off the roof solar. So that's your Fusion stereo system. This is your hot water system. We usually leave it on 60 degrees, but if you want a longer shower, you can actually turn it to 70. You will use a bit more gas, but because it's a little bit hotter, you don't use as much hot tap, so the shower will last longer before it runs out. And I will hand it back to Naomi now. That's pretty much the only other thing I'll show you is where the inverter is when we'll lift the bed in a second, which Naomi might even do it now. So this is under here, and that is the actual inverter. So it's a pretty big inverter, fuse there. Again, like I said, it works off the switches. One of my little things has come out here for my bed, which I'll put in later. And all of our really cold clothes, we just store them under the bed there in them boxes. Got a drawer here where we keep quite a bit of stuff, as you can see. And we've got a ladder there if we ever need to get up on the roof, or you know, up high for some reason, we just keep it on the bed. And I think that's about it for the electrical system. Any more questions I can answer them, but basically every power point, everything you've got in this van, including the electric burner, it all works off grid. So it'll run off that inverter. We use the induction cooker on the top as well. Same thing, just uses the inverter. You just plug it into 240 and it works. Okay, what are we up to?
Excuse me. So we've also got like little shelves. We keep our insect repellent, fly spray, fire lighters, all that sort of stuff in there, fly nets, that sort of thing. Got our TV. We changed the TV because the TV that it come with was not a smart TV, so we changed it to a smart TV. Then obviously our
set aerial for it too, by the way. It's just a wind guard aerial. You wind it up and point it in the direction. You can get an app which tells you where the digital best reception is. Face it that way and you pretty much always get digital reception.
Yeah. So large hatch, again, block out or screen.
Yeah. Light on it too.
Oh yeah, light, which I just learnt about. I didn't know that the light was there.
There's so many lights in this van,
yeah.
2 bed reading lights, there's the ceiling lights, the colourful lights.
Yeah.
Got lights here too. They're everywhere.
Then we've got the 4 burner. So 3 gas, 1 electric, which we don't really use. I think we
do most of our cooking outside.
Boiled the kettle on it a few times, but that's pretty much it. One thing I do want to take it back to Ezytrail because this piece of laminate
the edging's starting to come up a bit.
So I want to get that fixed. This drawer we use for saucepans. It's got our induction cooker. It's got a slow cooker. Air fryer, that sort of thing.
Pans.
Yeah. Yep. And that they're all soft close. This one here is not actually a drawer. It's a shelf that flips down. Now we did add this drawer. So Craig's dad, Richard, did it for us. And so it's another, like, we're using it for all our
big utensils.
But yeah, so
probably one of the most annoying things, it didn't actually come with drawers.
Yeah, with a utensil drawer.
So we put one in.
Yeah. Then we actually got this, I don't know where we got it, but we got it from somewhere.
I think it was Spotlight, actually.
Could be Spotlight. So that holds it.
Jason and Hobbs or something, or
it's
one of them brands, isn't it? Russell and Hobbs, or what do they call it?
No, it's Joseph and Joseph.
Joseph and Joseph, is it? There?
Yeah.
That's awesome because you can take it outside and.
Yeah, and it just holds our cutlery, which I'm throwing on the floor. So it just
5-second rule.
It just holds all our cutlery, so that's really handy.
Yeah, for under the sink, there's actually a surprising amount of room there.
Yeah.
Just keep our spare soda stream bottle there too.
Yeah. So then, sink. It's a sink.
How good's our little drainer we got?
Then
Show them that.
We got this extendable drainer from Kmart.
Of all places.
But it's been awesome. Like, I can't fault it.
Yeah.
So I just store it in the sink.
When we're moving.
And then we keep all our
plates
and cups and stuff in that. Got the range hood. So again, works.
Another light.
Yeah.
And that's your fan.
Yeah.
Whoop.
And then we keep all our cooking spices, that sort of thing up
We do
there.
make our own gravy, but
Yeah.
giant sauce and cheese sauce.
Fusion locks.
Oh, how cool are these?
So this is a fusion lock for the bath. It was supposed to be for the bathroom, but this has been absolutely awesome to keep our dishwashing stuff, hang my towel. I keep my placemats. They're another Joseph and Joseph ones that just clip together. They store behind it really well. Got a magnetic knife holder.
And they stay on there too, even when we're traveling.
Never had anything fallen off
So
there.
put them handle up, so if they do sort of come down a little bit, they'll catch on the handle.
Yeah.
But we've never had one fall off.
No, never. So, and then this drawer is good. This is just our
Junk drawer.
junk drawer. Holds everything. So, that's that one.
And then the bottom one is just...
Oh, this one is just all our plastics. So all our collapsible bowls and
cheese
plastics
grater,
and things like that.
spare paper bags.
Yeah.
In case Nan gets sick of looking at me.
Then we've got food up here. Lots of
junk food.
junk food, and then I'm just worried the noodles are going to fall out, because they do. Noodles and just food.
We're nearly out of food at the moment, but
are.
we are right at the end of our holiday.
Yeah.
Again, you can see Nan's put pictures up here.
Yeah.
So little Olivia,
Yeah.
my granddaughter. So
Yeah. And then this one it's got some games. It's got our
that's our Outback game.
yeah, it's got our portable speaker. I colour in, so I've got my colouring in stuff up there.
Yeah.
That sort of stuff.
Skip bag, you know, all that's in
Yeah.
there too.
Again, fan, reading lights.
Yep.
We do have another mat, but this one is going to come down eventually, because we've got the one
Yeah.
outside.
Little thing here, we hold what's in that?
We'll hold out that
Remote.
pens in, and our fan remote. Under here we've got our diesel heater that Craig put in.
Yeah. So that's
you
where I
put it
mounted it under the
under
bed,
here.
under the lounge. Sorry.
Then
that's
we've
the
got-
vent that comes out.
USB and USB-C again here,
Accessory as
and
well.
accessories, and then your 240.
240 again.
Yeah. So they're your points to turn on for the 240.
Yeah, so you've got a few controls here. So one's for your air conditioner, one turns on your sockets, one turns on your oven, which is your electric cooktop. And what's the other one for? Hot water.
Yeah.
So you got one for the hot water too. So if you're on grid, I think I've just turned it on actually. Which one's hot water? Is that one it? We normally keep them off in a way. We only use sockets really.
Yeah.
Sockets and maybe the aircon if it was really hot.
Yeah.
But I'd like to be on better solar to use it really. And it's not necessary, we're still in winter, it's not that hot.
No. You've already talked about fridge to freezer.
A little bit, yeah.
microwave. That's all good. Now in here in the bathroom, when we bought this van, I thought the washing machine was a gimmick. I did. I'm like, we don't need a washing machine. What a gimmick. I would never buy another van without a washing machine. It has been awesome. Like, it really has. I've realised I don't need to take as many clothes, because I'm re-wearing clothes because we're constantly, like, we can just throw a load of washing on. It has been a godsend. It really has. So I take back my words. Definitely not a gimmick. Definitely worth it. For
100%.
Sure. Yeah.
It's been good, eh?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
we're used to the Simpson, like before this, where we didn't have a washing machine and you'd
Didn't
go.
have anything.
You'd be until you got to a caravan park before you do your
Yeah.
washing, and you'd end up spending the day washing because you'd have like bags and bags
And
of it.
cost a fortune.
Where's
because you'd
this?
have to take it
And
to
you
a
can do it, I
laundry
think it's
mat.
an 18-minute wash, is it? What's the
There
quickest
is,
wash?
I think there is an 18-minute, but we tend to do the 45. So, yeah,
Yeah,
18
18.
minute. But I always do this 45-minute wash.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, it works out good.
Yeah.
It's no faults, eh? It's
No.
surprising how good they are.
It's been, like I said, I honestly
It'll
thought...
time out after a
I honestly thought it was a gimmick. Love it. I love it. So,
Yeah.
It's been awesome.
It cleans them good. They're not,
Yeah.
no issues, gets the stains out.
Yeah, yeah.
Makes them smell good. It's same as home.
So then in here, we've put up the broom. So we've got a broom, the softer, like the soft broom as well. I've got a laundry basket, collapsible, and dustpan on fusion locks. Under here, I just keep like my toilet chemical pod things, toilet paper, spare hand towels, spare toilet paper, that sort of thing. Yeah. In here is beach towels. I've got some beach towels behind there, and just like your toilet sprays, washing powder, that sort of stuff.
Toilet.
Yeah, the toilet.
Pretty self-explanatory. Yeah. Everyone's got one.
Yeah.
These days.
This door, pain in the butt. I think we're going to take it out when we get home.
Yeah, they jam up. I don't know what it is, but everybody I know that's got one, same thing. You get to spots and then they jam up. You've got to put them back on the tracks. So we're thinking of actually ripping that out and putting a curtain across. So we're going to get a curtain rod. Yeah. And then just fit across with a curtain.
Yeah, so, I think that's the way to do it. And then...
Oh, they're not going to come on for me. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, so hatch, two-way fan, in or out, and light. So, got the hatch there.
Your drawers.
So, first aid kit really is the only thing we keep up there. Then all this one here is our drawer for medications, toiletries, all of that sort of stuff.
Deodorizer, all that shit.
Then this one is board games and our vacuum cleaner. So yeah.
I was wondering what was in that one. Apologies all, the GoPro got too hot. So that little light down there, that was what I was showing you before on the outside too. Yeah. That's another one. It's a little night light that comes on when you push that switch, just lights up blue. And in this drawer I keep my soda stream. Nice. So yeah. And then fusion locks again. Fusion locks for... They're absolutely brilliant, eh? But they really are good. They're fusion locks too. The hooks. Little diffuser down there that we use, keeps the bathroom smelling nice. Yeah. Sink with a swivel plug. Yeah, swivel you stand plug. Oh, what about your oh yeah, my mirror. So you touch it. Makeup mirror. Apologies guys again. GoPro's getting too hot. So we'll let it cool down and we'll now show you the last part, which is the shower. Alright, so in the shower is massive. So it's just the basic shower. Again, got a top hatch with in and out fan, light. We have put again some more fusion lock to hold our body puffs. Craig put the soap dispenser on. It's got shampoo, conditioner and body wash. We connected our mop in here, so we store our mop in here because the shower is so big. Like it's a wet area too, so it's huge. So put it away wet. But yeah, this is it's nice. The shower works really well. It does get hot. It lasts long enough to have a good shower, wash your hair, all of that. So definitely. So the water tank's 14 litres. And as I was saying before, you can have it at 60 or 70 degrees. So if you have it at 70, obviously, because it's hotter, you use more cold with it. So the shower lasts longer. You probably get 17, 18 minutes out of it. Yeah, yeah. And I mean, if you're water conscious as well, which we are, so we generally will soak ourselves up while the shower's off and then turn it back on. So definitely more than enough to have a good shower. Yeah, for sure. Okay, so there you go guys, that is our Caravan. We're really happy with it. So it's VX5400 by Ezytrail, which I believe means it's 5400 millimeters long internally, which I think equates to about a 16'6" or 17 foot. Obviously by the time you add your toolboxes on, I think all up it's about 23 foot long from A-frame to the very rear of the drawbar, something like that. And again, apologies, as you can see on the front here, it is absolutely filthy. We got bogged the other day. Then the winch wouldn't work, so we had to use the recovery tracks to get it out. We had the van on the back. It was a very painful 3-hour lesson going down a road trying to get to a free camp. We'd kind of forgotten how much rain New South Wales has had this year, and because of that, yeah,
we've down a wrong road, and it was
because the other road was closed and that road didn't work either. We got bogged on it.
Yeah.
So we've been very picky on our free camps coming back. Normally we do a hell of a lot of free camps inland, but this time we've only probably had 4 or 5.
Yeah, there hasn't been as many.
Because we've done the coast, you can't.
Yeah, and it's so wet. I just can't believe how wet it is out here.
Yeah, no one's going for the Eskimo look again.
Cold again. It's just
happens a lot.
It's just so wet. Like there's a lot of water. Yeah.